This is Matt from MGMT Boston. We are in Arlington today with Ryan Fox-Tyler, the Vice President of Product and Engineering at Hypermode. Thank you so much for having me in your home. Beautiful place. And we are here to talk about AI agents today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So Ryan, tell us first, what is your role at Hypermode and what are you all building?
Yeah, so I've been building Hypermode for the last 2 years, running product and engineering, and we're an AI development platform. But there's a lot of those out there today,
Yes.
right? We really specialize in helping people connect really complex agent use cases to really basic ones, right? And we think that being able to inspire people and let them make their life incrementally better every day is that path towards the more complex things over time. And so we're really excited about kind of hitting that whole spectrum of uses of agents.
Awesome. And you have some great customers, whether it's Uber, MIT, others. What can agents do right now? As we sit here in the spring of 2025, what can agents do? I think that's the question on everyone's minds right now.
Yeah, we have that conversation a lot, as you can imagine. There's a lot of people that are like, agents should be able to do everything and I shouldn't have to think about anything in the world. And there's other people that are like, it gives me a fun recipe to make for dinner, right? And really, we're seeing a lot of the value is in between those two ends of the spectrum and pushing people at the lower end to say, expect more from your agents. Expect it to actually automate things for you, to connect to different tools that you have, and to be able to make that integration of different tools a lot easier in your day-to-day life. But also there are more complex use cases, right? There are places where you're having it do really sensitive things in really sensitive environments that you start to think about like, whoa, that's actually really powerful when you apply it to the broadest use cases. But I think the simplest thing is thinking about like places where you're swivel seating between tools, right? When you go from one tool to another, right? Whether that's booking a reservation to adding it to your calendar, or you are a developer and you're kind of reviewing your build logs and looking at how do I go fix these things and then coding up PRs to fix it. Those things aren't solved today. And that's a lot of what we're trying to empower people to actually just connect those things in a way that in a traditional sense you would do with like a Zapier, but agents are actually a lot more powerful, a lot less coding that you have to do to make that work. And when you want to swap a tool, it's really easy.
Yeah, that's useful. And looking out into the distant future, which in AI is just the end of the year, what do we think agents will be able to do by the end of 2025?
Yeah, I think it's just more of this, right? That you're going to have more of those people around you, that you're going to have a set of specialized agents if you invest in it. For some people, they're not having any agents that they're working with. And for some people, they're going to have a whole team of them, right? They're going to have my marketing agent that knows how I like to write in the public, and my sales ops agent that knows how I actually like to interface with my CRM and take some of that lift off of me or help me prepare for a sales call. I think the best people will have those teams that they've curated and spent time with. I think about it a lot like interns, right? When you hire an intern, you got to teach them things. You got to expect them to actually get better over time. And that level of infrastructure where they can actually learn and get better for specialized tools, tasks is there today. And the people that invest with it are going to get a lot of benefit of it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, through your career, whether it's at Manulife and John Hancock, all the way up to leading product and engineering teams, what are some of the things you've learned in your career that you would pass back to up-and-coming operators, founders just starting out, or even seasoned founders about how to kind of build better in this age of AI?
Yeah, I think about it a lot from the two different sides, right? I bought a lot of technology, I've built a lot of technology. And oftentimes when I talk to founders, they're often setting their roadmap based on what the competitors are doing. And I encourage them not to do that. You could spend years building these expected high-value features, things like single sign-on or advanced use cases that you need, but you're never going to stand out, right? You never win a deal because of those. Wait for those to block deals and then go do it. Go solve it then. But like, think about what percentage of your roadmap is unexpected features that people haven't seen before, because that's what gets you the first call, right? And that's what gets you in the arena and gets people signing up and getting excited. And I think it's really easy and comfortable to be like, well, our competitor has these 20 enterprise features or these 20 like basic things, and I have to go do all of them before I can even start to innovate. Like, no, start with the thing that surprises people and then find people that are willing to go on that journey with you. Right? There's a lot of companies, even the largest companies, there's great innovation labs and other places within the company that are receptive to early stage companies. Find those people and they will grow with you. They'll give you feedback. They'll tell you, we'd love to adopt it, but this is the one blocker.
I think that's a great piece of advice. And last but not least, how can we help you? How can we help your team grow here in Boston and far beyond?
Yeah, we love talking to people building with agents. They may be kind of trying to figure it out in the dark, or they may be really far ahead. Like, we learn a lot from them, and it's an early market in a lot of ways. So if you're curious about agents, if you're building with agents, if you already have agents in production, we'd love to chat and share notes. We'll see where it goes, right? A lot of this isn't sales conversations. It's really just learning from people that are building in the space.
This is Ryan from Hypermode, Matt from MGMT Boston. Thank you so much for joining us in this episode of The Lantern.
Thank you.